Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Nolan Stadium here in New Deal, Texas, right on the I-27 here, just north of Lubbock, where tonight the Floydada Whirlwinds come calling for their 9th football game of the season against the number 6 rated team in Class 2A Division I, the New Deal Lions. Floydada is 1-6 on the year. The Lions are 7-1, and in district play, New Deal is currently in a first-place tie with the Sundown Roughnecks, both at 3-0. And Floydada is involved in a 3-way tie for 3rd place with the Post Antelopes, the Hale Center Owls, and of course the Floydada. And Floydada next week will conclude the regular season with one of the teams that's in this tie, and being Hale Center. And Hale Center tonight is going up against Post. And so Randall, here we are. We're winding down to the end of the regular season, and this district is pretty well shaping pretty close to what Dave Campbell's predicted back in the summer when they released around Father's Day their publication.
And that's exactly right, Nick. Just to clarify, Floydada comes in with 2-6 on the season, 1-2 in district play. Their 1,036th game is, best I can tell, in the history of Floydada football. Here's what's kind of interesting. Floydada has played New Deal 9 times in the past, has never beat New Deal. So never won at New Deal here or at home. And so tonight a big game. You know, it could be a record-setting game. It could be the first win.
Well, really going up against an extremely tough situation. We'll be back in just a moment. Right after this timeout, you're listening to Whirlwind Football on 106.1 Flip FM.
Let us not forget that we are your service and that everything we do is for your good. We pray for the safety of these athletes.
It's time to choose who will gin your cotton. You want a gin that will put your needs first. You want Barwise Gin. Owners Chance and Trina Cornelius are proud to offer quick turnarounds and the best seed prices in the area, all with a focus on great personal customer service. Try Barwise Gin and see the difference. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, I'm Chance Cornelius, and we welcome the opportunity to earn your business. Stop by and have a cup of coffee or give us a call at 806-983-2737 to learn about the Barwise difference.
Red Hot Buys begin at Ace. It's Fire Safety Month. The first alert 2.5-pound household fire extinguisher, just $12.99. Pick up a Craftsman tool set and accessories, $19.99. Or for $99.99, get a Craftsman 20-volt lithium-ion battery and charger starter kit, and then it's free, your choice, of a circuit reciprocating saw. Ace Hardware on the Rawls Highway, Floydada, or Olton Road, Plainview.
Listen up, any high school junior and high school junior senior. By your year, it's time to start planning for a job. Right now, if you don't, John Deere Ag Tech program through Western Equipment. It's a 2-year program, and afterwards, we guarantee you Oklahoma or New Mexico. Now is the time. Visit west-equip.com/careers for more information to apply.
The iconic
Back here at Nolan Stadium in New Deal, Nick Long, Randall Sims, and also our video producer Alex Driggers here, and glad to have you along here on this broadcast here tonight. Well, Floydada has gone up against some very tough competition since the latter part of September with the likes of the Roosevelt Eagles, who are still undefeated, a 3A Division II team that knocked off Abernathy last week. They had a bye week and won their district opener quite handily against the Tahoka Bulldogs, and then have ran into some very tough competition and some tough times the last few weeks against the Sundown Roughnecks and the Post Bowl Gold Antelopes. And tonight they're playing probably the most talented of this trio, I would think, at least by the numbers that they have put up. And Randall, it all starts with the huge offensive line that New Deal has got. I mean, it's nearly unthinkable that a Class 2A line could be as large as this one is.
Well, I think in the article that you wrote that the line is an average of 6'2", 240, 6'3", 240?
260.
Well, I am 6'3", 240, 250, somewhere around there. And if you know me, that's 5 of me across the line. That's crazy in 2A football.
Yes.
I mean, and I know they got a couple of kids. Or you got somebody that's 6'7", 315, and a 6'4" that's like the
340, 350.
Yeah, that is. I was telling Alex before the game, we were standing down here, and I was like, I'm looking across the field, and there's some big kids. And for me, looking up at seniors in high school, high school kids, those are big kids.
Absolutely. Well, the likes of that can make a quarterback of Harley Patterson, who is a really gifted athlete. He was a pitcher when New Deal went to state last year and won the championship in baseball. You saw him play that.
Oh, yeah.
He's closing in on 1,000 yards passing, and he has 14 TDs coming in tonight, along with 5 running. He has in excess or crashing close to 1,300 all-purpose yards. And then Larrick Eaton, a tremendous athlete, 6'2", 180. Their running back has already gone above the 1,000-yard rushing mark, and he has scored 16 touchdowns. I mean, New Deal's loaded with some real gifted athletes, but again, when you got a massive line like that in front of them, it makes them even that much better.
Yeah, I don't even know why he passes the ball at quarterback position. Just hand it off. You can walk behind that line and walk down the field. I mean, that's a huge line. And, Floydada is going to have their hands full dealing with that tonight coming into this game. New Deal obviously favored. They're playing at home. It's senior night here. And like I said, Floydada is going to have to give everything they got to stay competitive in this ball game.
Well, looking at the Whirlwinds offensively tonight, virtually the same as what we've seen all season. Trace Glasscock, who has 812 yards passing, the second most in this district, behind Harley Patterson. He has 4 touchdowns. The running backs, Andres Mendoza and Isaiah Alvarado, have over 700 yards combined between the two, and they've scored 10 touchdowns combined rushing, and also each have had a touchdown receiving. The receivers, Saul Reyes and Adrian Trevino on the inside. Reyes, the leading receiver, for 24 catches, 329 yards, and a touchdown. On the outside will be Donovan Rocha and also Philip Rodriguez. Floydada's offensive line that averages 217 pounds per man going up against this massive wall of New Deal tonight. Armando Cruz at center, 165-pound sophomore. Edgar Severa, 232-pound junior. Adam Delgado, also a junior, at 262. He is our biggest. He is what New Deal's average is. Marcus Collins, 242-pound junior, and Davian Ramos, a 185-pound seniors. And Floydada's defense that's going to be asked to put the brakes as much as they can on this New Deal attack. Andrew Suarez and Edgar Severa, a senior and sophomore, and Adam Delgado, a junior, at the nose guard. Our front wall averaging 220 pounds per man. The inside linebackers, Aiden Trevino and Isaiah Alvarado. Alvarado, the team's leading tackler, with 89 coming in to tonight's game. Davian Ramos and Hagan Hinesley on the outside. Ramos, a senior, and Hinesley, a sophomore. In the secondary, Donovan Rocha, Ty Henderson. The corners, Philip Rodriguez and Saul Reyes, will be the safeties. Floydada will be without the services of their second leading tackler tonight, Jason Cooper, who is dealing with an ankle injury. Well, as Randall said, it is senior night here at New Deal tonight, and 15 seniors on this ball club, Randall, and this is something we've run into a lot this season. Most of the opponents we have faced have been in double digits of seniors, and this young Floydada team has only 5 on our roster. We're going to take a break. We'll watch for the coin flip. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the 9th game of the season, Floydada versus New Deal, here on 106.1 Flip FM.
The iconic Dixie Dog is open for business, offering delicious burgers, hand-breaded chicken sandwiches, or chicken strip dinners, or their famous Dixie Dogs. You can't go wrong with Dixie Dog. Open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2 for lunch and 5 to 9 for supper, and from 11 to 4 on Saturday. Dixie Dog is there for a quick lunch on the go or to give you a night off in the kitchen. Call 806-983-2222 or go to Dixie Dog at 410 East Houston in Floydada. Want to see the latest weekly specials or a complete menu? Find them on Facebook, Dixie Dog Floydada.
We all love to gather every Friday night and cheer on the Whirlwinds as they fight. We all love to gather every Friday night and cheer on the Whirlwinds as they fight for victory. And everyone at Pumpkin Pile would like to thank all of the Floydada student athletes, coaches, teachers, staff, and administrators for their hard work and dedication to becoming winners on the field. But more importantly, winners in life. You represent Floydada well and make us all proud to be Whirlwinds. From all of us at Pumpkin Pile, go Whirlwinds!
Back here at Nolan Stadium and getting ready for the start of tonight's ball game of the Floydada Whirlwinds versus the New Deal Lions. And Floydada making their appearance onto the turf here at Nolan Stadium. The American flag, the Whirlwind flag, and the Texas flag. Floydada, the visiting team, of course, with the white jerseys tonight, the green helmets, and the solid Kelly green pants. While New Deal tonight, to me, every time I see them play, they're nearly a replica of the Green Bay Packers with the gold helmets, the green, same color as Floydada, and then the yellow or the gold pants. And man, with their offensive line tonight, and more than just the colors, they could resemble the Green Bay Packers, a very big and talented New Deal team.
They may be featuring the Packers sweep with Bart Starr there back in the 60s during the first Super Bowl there.
That is correct. Getting ready for the playing of the national anthem by the New Deal High School Band. National anthem here tonight at New Deal by the New Deal High School Band. Well, Floydada won the coin toss, and just like they did at Post a week ago, Randall, they elected to go on offense first and see if they can find something going against this heavily favored New Deal team here tonight from the onset.
Waiting to see who New Deal's kicker is going to be tonight. You talk about the Packers comparison. I can't think of the first name of the running back of the Packers that won the first Super Bowl. I know his last name was Taylor. Was it Terry Taylor, or is that the wrestler?
No, I'm not positive either.
It's Taylor, but the quarterback was Bart Starr. And they always said the Packers sweep, you knew it was coming, but you just couldn't do anything about it. New Deal may have that situation tonight.
Well, kicking off for New Deal, I think, is Luke Joy, and he will be handling all their place kicking and field goal kicking if necessary here tonight. Floydada on the north end of the stadium, and we're about ready for game number 9 as Joy approaches the ball, high end over and kick, and it's fielded at the 10-yard line. And on the return for the Whirlwinds out across the 20 to the 25-yard line, Isaiah Alvarado was the one that brought it out. And Floydada will start off 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Sun setting here in New Deal. Beautiful sunset across the way, just on the other side of I-27. Beautiful night here in the South Plains. Clear skies, 70 degrees here to start this game. And believe it or not, there is no wind here on this Friday night. The snap to Glasscock. High arcing pass to the left side and out of bounds. Looking for Saul Reyes on the first play of the ball game out near midfield, and it falls incomplete.
That pass was out, had a receiver, but the pass was about 7-8 yards out of bounds. It hit about the
the track nearly, didn't it?
45, 44-yard line, but it was way out of bounds.
2nd and 10, Floydada, 2 right outs to the right and a slot to the right, and the give to Alvarado, the running back. He started going to his right and then was pushed back and tried to the left, and still nothing was there by this New Deal defense that averages right at 240 pounds a man on their defensive front, and lost a little bit of yardage, about a yard. So 3rd and 11 coming for the Whirlwinds here on the opening drive of this ball game.
3rd and 11.
2 wideouts to each side of the field. And a snap to Glasscock, and he did a quick pitch to Alvarado, but the play was whistled dead, and it looks like Floydada's going to take a timeout. We're not a minute into the game yet, still no score. Floydada 3rd and 11 when we return here on 106.1 Flip FM.
Floydada, a collegiate ISD, expanded dual credit courses, and the opportunity to begin college classes as freshmen. Students can now earn their associate's degree from South Plains College by the time they graduate high school. And with expanded workforce certifications, Whirlwinds of the future will be well trained to face the changing job market of the 21st century. Once again, innovation is helping Floydada Collegiate ISD live up to their motto: dedication to education, committed to excellence. For more information, visit floydadaisd.esc17.net.
It's football.
No score in the ball game. Floydada facing a 3rd and 12 at their own 26-yard line. Glasscock drops straight back, looks to the left, fires for Reyes, and it is caught right across midfield. And Saul Reyes steps out of bounds at the 43-yard line of the New Deal Lions. And that's going to be about a 33 or so yard pass reception that time from Glasscock to Saul Reyes. And the Whirlwinds get the first down of the night, and real quick they are in Lion territory.
Reyes just went straight down the sideline. Just a great pass by Glasscock, hit Reyes, and his momentum took him out of bounds.
Here's a handoff left side, and the ball comes out with Alvarado, the ball carrier. He got about the 41, and it came to the 40, and then it was jumped on there by an offensive lineman for the Whirlwinds. Devin Riojas, and Floydada does keep possession, and they gain a couple of yards on the fumble.
Yep, 2nd and 7 now. 10:30 left to play in the first. Scoreless ball game for the Whirlwinds.
Floydada on the move on this opening drive of this ball game. Snap to Glasscock, pass to the left side, and it is caught by Saul Reyes. And Reyes gets to about the 36-yard line, and he was tackled here on the near side by Slade Martin. Not enough for a Floydada first down, and now a third and a very long 3 will be needed for the Whirlwinds.
They had a long 3rd and 11 in the last possession, or last just 3 plays or 2 plays before they converted.
So let's see what the Whirlwinds do here as they are in New Deal's territory at the 36-yard line. Give to Alvarado, and Alvarado is met at the line of scrimmage, and no gain on the play. Matter of fact, he may have lost about a yard, and now 4th down is coming for Floydada at the 37-yard line. And it's going to be a 4th down and about 4 is what the Whirlwinds will need here on New Deal's end of the field.
4 down territory.
See what the Whirlwinds do. They're going to need to get to about the 30, just inside of the 33, I would think. They're at the near the 37-yard line. Snap to Glasscock. Glasscock fires deep towards the end zone, and it is incomplete at the 5-yard line.
Floydada came out and they showed pass right off the bat, which I don't know why you don't have a back there to fake at least. And they go deep down the sideline, and New Deal just battered away. That's what you should do in that situation, and get the ball at the spot instead of trying to intercept it.
So the Lions stop the Whirlwinds on the opening drive of the game. No score, and now New Deal takes over 1st and 10 at their 37-yard line. Give around the left side to Eaton, their ball carrier. Eaton on the far sideline, and he turns the corner, racing the far side across the midfield, the 40, the 30, and he's going to take it to the house on the first play of the night for the New Deal Lions as Larrick Eaton just scored on a 63-yard touchdown run.
And that didn't take long at all as Eaton got the ball and he turned the corner and he hit cruise control as he just went down the sideline for 66 yards. New Deal will line up for the PAT here.
Ball is placed, kicks on the way, it is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field with our score, New Deal 7, Floydada nothing. Back with the Lions kickoff right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
It's football season in Floyd County, and there's no better place to catch up on all the gridiron action than FloydCountyRecord.com. The Floyd County Record is your only source for comprehensive coverage of the Floydada Whirlwinds and Lockney Longhorns. Our team works hard to bring you more local sports coverage every day than you get in an entire week elsewhere, and it's all free. Check out the record and get your football fix at FloydCountyRecord.com. That's FloydCountyRecord.com.
Agriculture is more than a job. It's a way of life. When your livelihood is at stake due to the markets or Mother Nature, you need a risk management strategy. Assiter Insurance Agency and Floydada can provide risk management strategies through their multi-peril, livestock, and crop hail lines. They utilize the latest technology, providing customers instant access to their policies anytime and from any turn row. If you'd like to discuss strategies to protect your operation, call Tim, Tanner, or Callie at 983-2511. Assiter Insurance, Ag Risk Specialist and Authorized Armtech Agent.
Everybody.
Back here at Nolan Stadium, New Deal with a 7-0 lead after a 63-yard touchdown run by Larrick Eaton on their first play of the game. Ball kicked away. Reyes fields it at the 6-yard line for Floydada. Out across the 10, the 20, and is going to be brought down around the 23, maybe the 24-yard line on this side of the field.
Colin Tidwell.
on Floydada's sideline. Well, the Whirlwinds, Randall, had a 8-play drive on their opening, got down into New Deal territory, but they were stopped, and New Deal wasted no time in a long run by Eaton.
Yeah, very efficient offense by New Deal. One play, 63 yards.
Here's Floydada at the line of scrimmage. We'll call it their 23-yard line is where they will start. Snap to Glasscock, pass to the left side, incomplete. The intended receiver was Philip Rodriguez, a down and out, and incomplete near the Whirlwind 28-yard line.
9:04 left to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 New Deal leads the Whirlwinds here at New Deal. Floydada taking their time, getting a play from the sideline. 16 seconds on the play clock.
Come to the line of scrimmage. One receiver to the left, two to the right for Floydada. Snap to Glasscock. This time he looks right and he throws, and it's incomplete, looking for Donovan Rocha coming across the middle. And that's really the first time today that in this game that Floydada's looked to the right side. Everything they have been doing thus far in this first quarter has been attacking here on the left. And that time they went for Rocha, who came from the right side of the field and was coming across the middle. And it falls incomplete, and now 3rd and 10 is facing the Whirlwinds at their 23-yard line. On the left side, on the short side of the field, and they give the ball to Alvarado, and Alvarado gets it out across the 25 and brought down near the 26-yard line, approximately a 3-yard gain on that running play, but not enough for a first down, and Floydada sending in substitutions to punt the ball away.
I'm going to say it's the 26, not the 36 like the scoreboard shows.
Okay. I agree. We're at the 26. Flag on the play. Alvarado lets go a punt. Jordan Aubrey back on the return. It hit about the 45 of New Deal, took a good whirlwind roll down to the 35 of the Lions, and apparently they have picked up that flag, Randall, on that punt, whatever it might have been.
It's still laying on the ground there.
Okay.
They're the 25.
Yes, okay. I was looking out at the center of the field, didn't see one, and there it is here on the near side. So let's see what the discussion might be.
They're saying, I'm not sure who it was on, but they're going to move. It's going to be New Deal football.
And they're moving the chains down on the south end of the stadium as New Deal going from the south to north here in this first quarter of play. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 35-yard line. 8 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the first quarter, a 7-0 New Deal lead. Two receivers to the right side, two running backs in the backfield for New Deal. Snap to Patterson, gives it off. Again to Eaton, and Eaton this time going off tackle, gets 5 yards on the carry. Getting behind that big offensive line that New Deal has. Smallest man on the field for them, there's center Villegas at 205. A pair of twins at the guards, Rodriguez twins, 230 and 240 respectively. And then they've got 4 tackles to alternate that are in excess of 300 pounds. Pass to the left side, and it is caught and gets near first down yardage to the 40-yard line.
Flag down.
And that pass completion looks like is going to be erased, as the PA announcer says holding against the Lions, and they'll step off yardage back to the 30, and that's where New Deal will operate with a 2nd and 15 situation.
7:31 left to play here in the first quarter, 7-0. New Deal leads Floydada. New Deal with the ball on their 30, second and 15.
And play action, pass back to the left side, and the pass is caught, and moving the ball out is for the Lions is Martin, and Martin gets it out near the first down mark, and they are moving the chains. It was just inside of the 40, but enough, a 15-yard pickup on that pass completion there. That time from Patterson to Martin. New Deal with a new set of downs. Handoff right side, shooting outside is Eaton. Eaton across midfield to the 40 of the Whirlwinds, down to the 30, and down to the 20-yard line of Floydada, where he is knocked off of his feet at that point. And so
he just went into cruise control and had one player that just saved it.
Running with no huddle, gives straight ahead to Eaton just behind that big line, and he burst up the middle for close to 10 yards, down to about the 10-yard line. It's going to mark at the 11, and that's where they're going to put it down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at that location at Floydada's 10-yard line. Lions knocking on the door again. And here's Patterson with a keeper and a big hole up the middle. He faked to Eaton and he kept to the right. And Harley Patterson, their quarterback, takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on a 12-yard scoring run. And with 6:20 to go here in the first quarter, New Deal has extended its lead now to 13-0. Luke Joy to try the extra point, and the kick's on the way. It's got plenty of height, and it's good. Timeout on the field. 6:20 to go in the first quarter of play. It's the New Deal Lions 14 and the Floydada Whirlwinds 0. Back right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
Everybody knows that regular physical activity helps contribute to healthier, longer lives. But did you know that involvement in high school sports delivers a wide array of non-physical benefits as well? People who play competitive sports in high school demonstrate more confidence, leadership, and self-respect. Student athletes manifest stronger peer relationships, higher self-esteem, and have a closer sense of family. McCoy Gin is proud to support Floydada ISD and its student athletes. McCoy Gin, ginning Floyd County cotton since 1925.
Texas means a lot of things. Here at Happy State Bank, we think it can be summed up with one word: community. With roots dating back to 1908 in Happy, Texas, we've grown to 60 locations from the Panhandle to the South Plains, the Hill Country, Dallas-Fort Worth, and in between. You'll find us doing what we do best, serving our communities. With financial offerings you expect, with genuine, know-you-by-name service that leaves our customers smiling. From community to community. Learn more about us at happybank.com, member FDIC.
Back at New Deal, 6:20 to go in the first quarter of play, and New Deal has scored on both of their possessions of drives of 63 and 65 yards, respectively. Harley Patterson, their quarterback, just scored on an 11-yard run a moment ago. Kick, and it is fielded by Reyes at the 10 for the Whirlwinds, out across the 20, and gets near the 25-yard line, and that's where Floydada will have the football here for the third time in this ball game.
Spot at the 26.
So that's pretty much where we've been starting, in the 27, 23, 26-yard line this time. Whirlwinds, the opening drive, they did get it into Lion territory before they stalled at the 37-yard line. Snap to Glasscock, screen, and off to Alvarado, out across the 30, close to a Whirlwind first down. Matter of fact, he did get it. He did cross the 30 to the 31-yard line. Well, whatever they're finding to attack, Randall, it's on the left side.
That's right.
That's everything that Floydada has been throwing at them so far. And they got a first down at their 36-yard line. That's where the Whirlwinds are operating.
So 1st and 10 with 6:07 left to play here in the first.
Glasscock gives to Alvarado, and Alvarado gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's just about it. Felipe Salazar, TJ Woody, and Rodriguez and Lacey make up that front wall of this New Deal defense that ranges from weights of 215 pounds to 260. Floydada with a 2nd and 10 situation operating from their 36-yard line. One receiver wide left, give to Alvarado, and he may have got a yard.
Yeah, that's about it.
It's close to the 37-yard line is where they'll place the football down for Floydada. And now 3rd and 9 is coming for the Whirlwinds.
3rd and 9 from their own 37, Floydada. Glasscock comes in from the sideline with the play. 4:52 clock running here in the first quarter. 14-0, New Deal leads the Whirlwinds.
This time, Whirlwinds flood the left side and with both slot backs on the left. And they pass to the left and it falls incomplete at the 40-yard line. Hagan Hinesley was the intended receiver. And now Floydada facing a 4th and 9 situation and will be punting the ball away. Jordan Aubrey dropping back as the single return man for the Lions inside of his 30. Alvarado to kick from the 25. Gets it away. And Aubrey fields it at the 30, on the run across the 40, and gets out to his 43-yard line, and he was tackled in there by Jacinto Santos for the Floydada Whirlwinds.
Was there a flag on the play? I couldn't see. Maybe not. It's hard to tell whenever you're playing teams with yellow on their jerseys.
Yeah, you're correct. I agree.
I thought I saw a flag on the ground, but it may have been just
they
players.
got out across the 40.
They did move it. They did move it back.
So back to the 37, and that's where they'll start. And they've started their previous possessions at the 37, the 35, and now at the 37 again. Patterson dropped the snap, picks it up, throws deep, wide open, was Aubrey Jordan, but it falls incomplete down at the 25-yard line down in Whirlwind country. I think him dropping the ball kind of had a let up in the secondary there. Aubrey had at least 5 or 7 yards past the closest receiver, but the pass falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 37. 4:19 on the play clock.
Play action, pass to the left, and looking for Jordan Aubrey again, and this one overshoots him over by the New Deal bench, and it falls incomplete.
And here's where I've got to say, you got the biggest line in 2A football on the South Plains. Why are you passing it? Just run. Just run.
I agree, because they have been successful in running the ball. Look at that right tackle.
Oh, gosh.
He's unreal. And the give to Eaton going around the left side, the 40, 45, far sideline, crosses midfield, 45, and down inside of the 40 of the Floydada Whirlwinds. And that's going to be somewhere about a 24 or so yard run that time by Larry Eaton, and it's first down for the New Deal Lions as they are in Whirlwind territory at the 39-yard line. 14-0 is the score. New Deal, 4:05 to go in the opening quarter. 2 wideouts to each side for New Deal. Patterson takes the snap, rolling right, sets up, fires deep across the middle, and it's incomplete. And Hall, I believe, was the intended receiver on that pass attempt, and it falls incomplete. Well, we're seeing the arm of Harley Patterson. And, I mean, you saw him pitch, Randall.
Yeah. So far, he's a better pitcher than he is a passer. But I'm not going to discount him. He hasn't completed many yet, but
he's got a rifle of an arm.
He does.
Hand off to Eaton, left tackle going offside, inside of the 35, the 30, and the ball comes out, and Floydada picks up and heads the other direction. But let's see if the play was whistled dead, and apparently it was. And a first down was made there by Eaton.
They just pointed the other direction. They may have gave Floydada the ball. They did. They gave Floydada the ball there.
Okay, so the Whirlwinds have stopped New Deal for the first time tonight, and here we are starting out at our normal position, somewhere between the 27 and the 28-yard line. 2-touchdown lead by the New Deal Lions, and Floydada with the ball for the 4th time in this game. Give to Alvarado, and Alvarado gets about 3 yards to the 30-yard line and was tackled in there by the big New Deal defense. Say a gain of, looks like 2. So apparently we started at the 28-yard line. The ball is right at the 30, and a 2nd and 8 for the Whirlwinds.
3:19 left in the first, 14-0 in favor of New Deal over the Whirlwinds.
Glasscock dropping back, throwing deep, and Rodriguez catches it at the 45, the 40. He's inside of the 30, and a first down for the Floydada Whirlwinds as Philip Rodriguez caught that pass play that ends up covering about 42 yards from Trace Glasscock to Philip Rodriguez. They call him Bugsy.
That's a blown coverage by New Deal's defense. They had like 3 receivers running wide open down the secondary. Trace Glasscock had his pick of who he wanted to go to.
Ball just outside of New Deal's 28-yard line. Pass to the left side, caught by Santos, and Santos gets it inside of the 25 of New Deal, down close to the 22-yard line, and a gain of about 6 on that pass completion that time from Glasscock to Saul Reyes.
Floydada flirting with the score here.
Floydada with their deepest penetration here in the ball game at New Deal's 22-yard line with 2:38 to go in the first quarter of play. And as they take the snap, false start going to be called against the Floydada Whirlwinds. Well, you know, Randall, that's one thing that Coach Compton has said from the onset of the season. We just don't have much room for error.
No.
And Floydada with a good possession going here that started at their 28, and they're down, got to the 22 of the New Deal Lions, and they pick up 5 yards before the snap. 2nd down and 9 here. Play action. Pass the ball to Reyes, and Reyes gets a couple to about the 26 or maybe close to New Deal's 25-yard line. And now 3rd down and 7. Yeah, at the 26-yard line. 2 minutes exactly left here in this first quarter. New Deal scoring on their first 2 possession on runs by Eaton and Patterson. But Floydada jumped on a New Deal fumble at their inside of their 30, and they have marched the ball downfield. Big third down play here. Glasscock passes to the left side and looking for Aiden Trevino.
It's complete, but it's out of bounds.
So now it's 4th and 7.
Pass was complete, number 25.
No gain.
And I was looking to see if we might send the kicking tee out with the freshman Leo Mendoza, but apparently this one a little bit maybe out of his range, or just not what they're wanting to do at this point of the game. So 4th and 7, Floydada.
Well, it'd be about a 42-yard kick from here, right?
It hit a 40 in practice, I believe a week or I think 2 weeks ago.
That'd be about 42 yards from here.
Glasscock drops back, throws deep, looking into the end zone, and it's incomplete. Two defenders back on the coverage of a Floydada receiver, and the pass falls incomplete, and the Whirlwinds are going to be stopped at New Deal's 26-yard line. So that is twice in this ball game that the Whirlwinds have gotten into Lion country, but have been stopped on 4th down. And New Deal takes over 1st and 10 at their 26, leading 14-0. End around with Jordan Aubrey, and he gets to the far sideline, reverses field, and gets out to about the 30, possibly the 31-yard line.
Spot him at, the
32-ish. Yeah, so close to a 6-yard gain that time by Jordan Aubrey. And a 2nd and 4 coming for the Lions. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter of play. 2 wideouts to the left side, 2 running backs in the backfield with Patterson. Handoff straight ahead to Eaton. Eaton across the 30, 35, out to the 40, and gets the first down near the 47-yard line of the Lions, and a pickup of about 13 or so yards on that carry, and the chains move on the near side of the field, and New Deal's got a first down with 30 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Again, 2 running backs. This time Patterson gets underneath the center. Play action, pass to the right, and it's incomplete. Looking for Aubrey at the 35-yard line, and that incomplete pass stops the clock with 14 seconds to go in the first quarter. You know, I'm with you, Randall. I mean, to me, New Deal's just practicing on their passing game, I would think.
You know, if you're going to advance very far in the state playoffs, you're going to have a passing game. But, whenever your running back goes 10 yards before getting touched in the secondary due to your line, you don't have to pass in this game.
Here's the give to Eaton. Eaton across midfield. He's on the far sideline, still going, evades a couple of tackles, and takes it into the end zone.
That was Kendrick Nelson.
Kendrick Nelson. He's number 10. There's not much difference in the size of those two. And Nelson was the one that scored on that TD run. And that was from the 46, I believe. Is that
I think so. I'll check here in a second after this kick.
54-yard run by Kendrick Nelson. And New Deal up 20-0. Joy to try the extra point. Kicks on the way, and this one is up and good. 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. And New Deal hits another big run, this time by Kendrick Nelson of 50-plus yards. And New Deal has extended their lead now to 21-0 over the Floydada Whirlwinds. Back right after this timeout on 106.1 Flip FM.
We moved to Texas. We were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Call us today at 983-3777 to see if you qualify to save up to 40% on your auto insurance.
Back here at Nolan Stadium in New Deal, and the New Deal Lions have just concluded their third scoring possession of scoring on drives of 63, 65, and 64 yards as Kendrick Nelson took it in on a 53-yard run for the Lions. Here's the kick, and Jacinto Santos, the short man, fields it, or tried to field it at about the 25 or so yard line, and he steps out of bounds somewhere just across the 25. I think it's going to be maybe the 27.
That was a different kick. That was kind of a short kick. Ball went out of bounds, yeah.
Boy, I tell you, this thing's getting like a broken record. Everything that Floydada started has ranged from their 23 to the 28-yard on drives, and New Deal has started their possessions. Well, their last one was at the 26, but all of them had been in the mid-30s where they had started. Handoff to Alvarado, and Alvarado gets back to the line of scrimmage and possibly a yard, and the clock ticks down to end the first quarter of score play here at Nolan Stadium. With our score, the number 6 rated New Deal Lions 21 and the Floydada Whirlwinds 0. This is Whirlwind Football on 106.1 Flip FM.
We moved to Texas. We were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Call us today at 983-3777 to see if you qualify to save up to 40% on your auto insurance.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Napa is turning up the heat on cold weather. Stop by for a Mr. Heater Portable Buddy Indoor Safe Propane Heater, just $74.99. Don't let it freeze. Pick up Peak Full Strength Long Life Antifreeze Coolant, $12.49 a gallon, or Peak 50/50 Long Life Antifreeze Coolant, $10.49 a gallon. And Napa Premium Conventional Motor Oil, $11.99 in the 5-quart jug. Price is good through October. At your Napa, Rawls Highway, Floydada.
We go to the second quarter of play. Floydada with a 2nd and 9, trailing 21-0 here to the New Deal Lions. Floydada operating at their 26-yard line, and pass attempt by Glasscock was batted down by one of the big New Deal front linemen. I believe the one that knocked it down was Jason Lacey. 6'3" tall is what the program says.
Take your pick.
Yeah, that's correct. 3rd and 10, Floydada. Glasscock, big rush coming in, trying to set up a screen to Alvarado. He avoids one tackler after catching the ball, but not the next flow, and he gets to about the 29-yard line and will be stopped at that location. And 4th down now coming for Floydada.
Looks like Floyd may punt it here.
Alvarado dropping back inside of the 20. Aubrey back on the receiving end for the Lions. High kick. It's going to hit just across midfield and roll dead at the 45-yard line of New Deal, and that's where the Lions will have possession on their first possession here in the second quarter of play. The Lions had 4 possessions in the first half of play, 3 of them resulting in touchdowns. The one that they did not score, they fumbled the ball, and the Whirlwinds got it down inside of the 30-yard line. Snap to Patterson, play action, throws off to the right to Martin. Martin, the receiver, out across midfield and gets to about the 47-yard line on Floydada's end of the field. And that's a gain of about 7 on that first down play by the Lions. Patterson in the gun, play action again, throws on the far sideline, and it is caught by Jordan Aubrey. And Aubrey is
number 5, Jordan Aubrey.
And he is into the end zone further. No, did he not? He didn't get in.
No, he went out of bounds at
the 2?
About the 3.
Okay. Well, looked like there he
yeah.
it was on his way,
yes.
but he ran out of bounds somewhere inside of the 3-yard line, and that's where New Deal will have it, first and goal. 1.5 minutes into the second quarter of play. Handoff left side and going into the end zone, standing up. Slade Martin scores from the slot back position, and New Deal's lead is now at 27-0. 10:32 to go here in the second quarter of play, and this is the 4th different Lion to score a touchdown here in the game. And the kick is up and good by Joy, and timeout on the field with our score, the New Deal Lions 28, the Floydada Whirlwinds 0. Back right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
What's new at TQ? Check this out. The one and only Bacon Ranch Hunger Buster, now for a limited time. For you ranch fanatics, it's your new #1. Pepper Jack lovers, we've got you covered. Add in the crispy bacon that everyone craves, and you've got a flavor combo only DQ can deliver. Oh, and for your sweet tooth, a blizzard of the month that's too good to miss.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
In farming, you know that timing is critical to help your crop meet its maximum potential. From planting date to irrigation to timely application of your crop protection products, even a day can make a difference. With a fleet of 3 planes, Probasco Flying Service in Floydada is the first place to call for efficient, timely aerial application of your farm chemicals. For more than 30 years, Probasco Flying Service has served the farmers and ranchers of Floyd and the surrounding counties, and they look forward to continuing that service for another 30 years. Call Probasco Flying Service at 983-2314.
Back here at New Deal, Lions have extended their lead to 28-0 over the Whirlwinds. Lions kick the ball away, and it is fielded by Reyes at the 10, out across the 20, and to the 22-yard line comes Reyes, and Floydada will start off 1st and 10 at their 22-yard line. Well, the Whirlwinds seeing if they can put an offensive possession here together, and as they have twice, they have moved it into Lion territory, but have been stopped on downs.
10:25 left to play in the first half. 28-0. New Deal leads over the Whirlwinds.
Snap to Glasscock, looking to his right. He throws, and it is incomplete. Donovan Rocha was the intended receiver, but well defended in there by Demoria Hall, who nearly came up with an interception for the New Deal Lions at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Glasscock better go. When he goes to bed tonight, he better be thinking, people, about not giving up an interception there, as Hall was camped out under that one. Just couldn't get his hands on it.
So the incomplete pass makes 2nd and 10 for Floydada. 10:19 to go here in the second quarter of play. Handoff right side, Alvarado. Alvarado trying to get around the corner, picks up a few yards, and out across the 30.
The ball carrier.
And a gain of about 4 or so yards, I believe.
Official timeout.
And we have a timeout on the field. I can't see, but a lot of people are standing there and wondering if there's a
player
down player. I believe there is. And we will take a break here with 10:08 to go in the second quarter. 28-0 New Deal. Back right after this timeout on 106.1 Flip FM.
I'm Taylor Sue with Going & Going Insurance. I was born in Floydada, raised in Floydada, and I'm thankful to be able to do business in Floydada. Going & Going was established in 1926 and will be here for years to come. I've got an arsenal of insurance carriers to make sure that you get the coverage you need at the right price. We take pride in offering great customer service and want to make sure that your insurance dollars go further. Call us in Floydada, Health Center, and Petersburg. For all your insurance needs, get going.
In West Texas, it's cotton that clothes our children, feeds our families, and drives our economy. Whether you're a first-year farmer or you've been in the business for years, when it comes to ginning your cotton, you need reliability, timely service, and experience. Since 1972, Floydada Co-op Gin has remained a leader in the field of agriculture and continues to provide the service you've come to expect from a leader. Floydada Co-op Gin, leading the way when it
Back here at New Deal, and Floydada coming up with a 3rd and 7 situation after a 3-yard run by Alvarado. Floydada down 28-0. Donovan Rocha was the whirlwind that was shaken up on that last play and has come to the sideline. He is a wide receiver. Snap to Glasscock and pass to the left side, and this one is batted away.
Kendrick Nelson.
And I mean batted away, down around the 10-yard line.
That was rejected. Like Dikembe Mutombo was in the middle of the field there. Not in my house, is what he said.
I mean, look at that front line, Randall.
Oh, yeah.
How tall they are.
That's a big line.
It is big.
9:47 left to play here in the half.
And Floydada about to punt again, and a timeout is taken prior to the 4th and 7 punt. We'll take a 30 here. Floydada trails 28-0 here on 106.1 Flip FM.
West Texas, it's cotton that clothes our children, feeds our families, and drives our economy. Whether you're a first-year farmer or you've been in the business for years, when it comes to ginning your cotton, you need reliability, timely service, and experience. Since 1972, Floydada Co-op Gin has remained a leader in the field of agriculture and continues to provide the service you've come to expect from a leader. Floydada Co-op Gin, leading the way.
9 minutes, 47 seconds left in the second quarter of play. New Deal with a 28-0 lead over the Whirlwinds. Floydada facing a 4th and 7 at their 31-yard line. And Isaiah Alvarado, who's just about done it all for the Whirlwinds this season, back to punt. Let's go a high kick. Not going to be a return. Hits at the 45, takes a whirlwind bounce inside of the 40 and down to near the 36-yard line, and will be touchdown at that point. And that's where New Deal will have possession again from their 36-yard line.
It was pretty warm where we got here, Nick. Now I'm like, wish I'd brought my jacket.
Well, it has cooled down. I mean, as soon as I was talking about that pretty sunset across the way, I noticed that the temps beginning to cool. Thank goodness there's no wind here tonight. Handoff straight ahead. Here's Eaton. He stiff-armed a defender, crosses the 40, gets out to midfield and to the 48-yard line of the Floydada Whirlwinds. And that's going to be about a 16-yard run that time by Larrick Eaton.
New Deal now once again on Floydada's side of the 50. About to be under 9 minutes when next time the ball snapped. New Deal with a 28-0 lead over the Whirlwinds. And they've been in control for the most of the night here.
They come to the line of scrimmage back in Floydada territory. Play action. And Patterson drops back, throws deep, and it is caught by Aubrey. And Aubrey down to the 15-yard line of Floydada. 33-yard pass completion that time, or close to, about to the 12. So it'd be about a 36-yard pass completion that time from Patterson to Aubrey.
And the pass, Aubrey had to wait on it. He had to stop on his route to catch it. I mean, if the pass had been hit in stride, that would have been a touchdown.
So they're in the red zone again of the Whirlwinds. Two running backs in the backfield. One of them is Eaton. And play action. And they give the ball off to Slade Martin. And Martin crosses the 10 and lunges across the 5-yard line. You know, that third touchdown run scored by Nelson, I looked at their sizes. They're both 6'2", and they're both 180.
Yeah.
Or 6'3", whatever. And they nearly look like twins, talking about Eaton and Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
And Eaton will graduate. Nelson will step up next year. Round to the left side and an end around with Aubrey, and he gets down to about the 1-yard line. And is going to be tackled at that point, and it will be 2nd and goal for New Deal at Floydada's 1-yard line. 7 minutes to go until halftime, and the Lions knocking on the Whirlwinds' door another time.
Just too many weapons.
They've got a bunch. And then what they have up on both lines, offense and defense. Patterson takes it in on a keeper. Simple quarterback sneak.
Number 12,
and he gets in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. He scored on an 11-yard run on their 2nd TD of the night, and he scores here with 6:36 to go on a 1-yard plunge.
And the ball was inside the 1-yard line, and all he did was almost stood up, and he picked about 3 different lanes to go in before he decided to just fall down in the end zone.
Ball is placed, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. And Floydada's lead, or New Deal's lead, is 35-0. Randall, what is that vehicle going down the highway there?
It looks like a cotton stripper. Kind of. It's got a header on it like a cotton stripper.
Okay. Well, boy, it's all lit up. So it's going down the service road.
Yeah.
And I saw it between the concession stand and the stands before. And then I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, it's got a stripper header on it.
That's all that is.
Or a picker. Maybe it's a picker. I don't know. I can't tell in the dark. So, Alex, picker or stripper?
You know, these days I don't know. And so, but anyway, I do know that New Deal has scored again, and they have extended their lead now over the Floydada Whirlwinds to 35-0. That last possession, they went 64 yards in 5 plays, I believe. Joy to kick the ball away for New Deal, and kicks it deep, and it's going to be fielded by Saul Reyes, and Reyes gets it out around the 20-yard line, and he will be tackled at that location. Well, at halftime, we'll be talking with Floydada Superintendent Dr. Gilbert Trevino about continued construction going on at the school. And
there's something going on here. They going to kick it again? Yeah, they got to be kicking it again. That's too much of a penalty to be stepping that off.
So they're bringing back down to New Deal's end of the field at the 35-yard line where they will re-kick, but be talking to him about the construction of the softball, baseball, and tennis courts that are underway. And anxious to hear his update of what's going on there in the construction of those venues. So Luke Joy to try I was about to say. They had it. The official was standing at the 35.
Yeah.
And Joy put it back up at the 40 where they normally kick off. He had to stop him, and they moved it back to the 35, and that's where he will kick off. Alvarado and Reyes back deep for the Whirlwinds. Joy approaches the ball. And again, it will be Saul Reyes. He drops it at the 15, comes out across the 20, 25, and gets out near the 30-yard line before he was finally brought down across the way on New Deal's side of the play. And I see a yellow flag.
Yep, there is one.
At the 25-yard line.
It's going to be against Floydada.
Well, I just noticed, Randall, looking at this crowd across the way, of course, not this big of a stadium, Nolan Stadium, which they're going to get a new one if the bond election passes, but look at, they're lined up from end zone to end zone against the fence, and the stands are full across the way.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, when you got the number 6 rated team in the state in 2A Division I, you're going to have that kind of support, but mercy, they're lined up not just goal line to goal line, but from the end of the end zone to the end of the end zone.
New Deal's been good for a long time.
Yes. Glasscock drops back near the goal line, throws across the middle, caught by Saul Reyes at midfield, and Reyes is going to go the distance for the Whirlwinds and takes it in. And where did we start on that play, Randall?
Back at the 15, I believe.
So an 85-yard touchdown pass that time from Glasscock to Reyes, and that is the biggest play that the Whirlwinds have had this season.
And we've seen it a couple of times tonight. Floydada has caught New Deal asleep in the secondary, and that's the second time that they've had multiple receivers running free down the middle of the field.
So the extra point kick is up and good by Leo Mendoza, and Floydada is on the scoreboard after an 85-yard touchdown pass from Trace Glasscock to Saul Reyes. We'll be back with the Whirlwinds kickoff right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
West Texas, it's cotton that clothes our children, feeds our families, and drives our economy. Whether you're a first-year farmer or you've been in the business for years, when it comes to ginning your cotton, you need reliability, timely service, and experience. Since 1972, Floydada Co-op Gin has remained a leader in the field of agriculture and continues to provide the service you've come to expect from a leader. Floydada Co-op Gin, leading the way. When in West Texas, it's cotton that clothes our children, feeds our families, and drives our economy. Whether you're a first-year farmer or you've been in the business for years, when it comes to ginning your cotton, you need reliability, timely service, and experience. Since 1972, Floydada Co-op Gin has remained a leader in the field of agriculture and continues to provide the service you've come to expect from a leader. Floydada Co-op Gin, leading the way when it comes.
Back here at Nolan Stadium, Floydada has gotten on the scoreboard on an 85-yard touchdown pass from Trace Glasscock to Saul Reyes. And Whirlwinds have been working a lot on the right side, or on the left side of the field and across the middle with their passing game here tonight, and finally they succeed. Mendoza kicks the ball away, and it's fielded at the 15-yard line, and on the return out across the 30, the 40, and still going across midfield, and it is Aubrey, and Aubrey down inside of the 30-yard line is going to be pushed out of bounds at the Floydada 25-yard line or so. Great kick return that time by Jordan Aubrey, and gets New Deal back down, this time deep into Floydada territory at the 25-yard line.
It'll be a first down 10 for New Deal at the Floydada 25-yard line.
New Deal with great field position here, 35-7 with 5:58 left to play before halftime.
Give to, or no, Eaton. They fake to Eaton. Patterson keeps around the right side. He's inside of the 20, the 10, and lunges towards the goal line, but it's just going to be denied at about the 1-yard line, as he is stopped at that point. Maybe just outside of the 1, but regardless, it's first and goal for New Deal with 5:29 to go here until halftime, as the Lions lead over the Whirlwinds by 28 points.
Got him spotted at the 2 here.
Patterson in the shotgun. Drops the snap, and it's fumble. It's recovered by a Floydada defender. And the one that came firing in that time was Davian Ramos to recover the ball at the close to the 10-yard line. And the Whirlwinds just dodged a big bullet there, and New Deal has committed their second turnover of this ball game. And Floydada, down by a score of 35-7, gets the ball at their 10-yard line. 2 wideouts to each side of the field. Glasscock inside of the 5-yard line to receive the snap. Pass to the far side to Reyes, and Reyes steps out of bounds near the 15-yard line or so. And that's where they will place it. Looks like the 16-yard line, so a gain of at least 6 on that pass play that time for the Whirlwinds.
Second and long 3.
They come to the line. 5:01 to go until halftime. Floydada with the ball at their 16. Handoff Alvarado, and there was a hole momentarily, and then it was slammed shut. He got maybe a yard or so. I guess he's going to get around 2 to the 18-yard line. And going to be short of a first down by about a yard.
Yep. 3rd and 1. Ball on the 19-yard line, scoreboard says.
Several substitutions coming in for the Whirlwinds, and I see one of them is Andres Mendoza, number 5.
Coach Compton out of the field. Looks like he's going to call a timeout. 2-1 on the play clock. Something's going to have happened, because the play clock ran down. It's either a penalty or a timeout.
So 4:19 to go in the second quarter. 35-7 in favor of New Deal. We'll be back with Floydada's third down play right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
West Texas, it's cotton that clothes our children, feeds our families, and drives our economy. Whether you're a first-year farmer or you've been in the business for years, when it comes to ginning your cotton, you need reliability, timely service, and experience. Since 1972, Floydada Co-op Gin has remained a leader in the field of agriculture and continues to provide the service you've come to expect from a leader. Floydada Co-op Gin, leading the way when it comes.
Back here at Nolan Stadium, 4:19 to go until halftime. Floydada facing a 3rd and 1 situation around their 19-yard line. And see what we're going to do here. And Andres Mendoza's come in as a Wildcat, and he fumbles the snap. He picks it up and gets to about the 16-yard line, and that is it. So he was lined up and as the quarterback in the shotgun, and it does not convert on the 3rd down attempt, and Floydada's going to be forced to punt the ball away.
Lost a couple on that play.
And Alvarado will punt inside of the 5. Low driving kick. And will be fielded by Jordan at the 48. Across midfield into Floydada territory, and gets down to about the 41-yard line. And that's where the New Deal Lions will have possession. Was I mistaken? There's Andres Mendoza trotting out on the field. That was him in the backfield that last time.
Yes,
and,
it was.
We've not been seeing him since he's had this hamstring injury. Really, we hadn't seen him very much of him since the 4th game of the season.
And now, it threw me because Floyd was kneeling. Some of their players were kneeling on the field. I thought there was an injury timeout, but I don't see anybody else down.
Well, Hagan Hinesley is leaving the field kind of slow.
There we go.
Being walked off by Floydada's trainer. And so we are about to resume with New Deal at Floydada's 41-yard line. They lead 35-7. Patterson underneath the center. Hands the ball off to Eaton, and Eaton gets it across the 40. Gains about 3 or so yards on that plunge there to the 38-yard line.
That might be the shortest run of Larrick Eaton tonight. 3 yards.
That's for sure.
Look at the size of 18 for New Deal coming out of that backfield with the Giants on that line. I don't know how tall 18 is, but he looks like a 6-year-old coming out of that huddle.
Patterson rolling right. He throws it, and it is intercepted by Saul Reyes. Reyes out the 20 and returns it out to the 29 or so yard line, and that is the 3rd turnover by New Deal tonight. They have lost 2 fumbles, and now Saul Reyes has come up with a pass interception, and the Whirlwinds have possession at their 29-yard line.
Patterson just dropped back and he sidearmed it. Kind of a sinker. It looked like a sinker ball. It looked like he was pitching on the mound, and that ball came out weird, and Reyes was right there. It went right to him. There was nobody else around it.
No. So Floydada, 1st and 10, pass to the left side, and off to Saul Reyes, and Reyes does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Probably lost nearly a yard or something on that play. And 2nd and 11 coming for the Floydada Whirlwinds. I think that guy you was talking about is 14. Is Eaton that is so tall.
Eaton's pretty tall.
Yeah, he is. Because 18 is only 5'6".
That's what I was talking about. He came out of the backfield and he looked like a a child coming out of the backfield because of the whole line, not because he's short. He's just a bunch of giants up there.
Well, he is short, that one, believe it or not. And Floydada loses yardage on this play.
Tackle made by number 60, Joven Villegas.
And pushed back on the pass completion, correct?
Well, I think it's handoff to Alvarado, wasn't it?
Well, I wasn't sure, and so they lose a few yards back to the 22, and timeout is taken by Floydada with 1:43 to go here until halftime. 35-7 New Deal back right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
Texas, it's cotton that clothes our children, feeds our families, and drives our economy. Whether you're a first-year farmer or you've been in the business for years, when it comes to ginning your cotton, you need reliability, timely service, and experience. Since 1972, Floydada Co-op Gin has remained a leader in the field of agriculture and continues to provide the service you've come to expect from a leader. Floydada Co-op Gin, leading the way when it comes to your cotton.
What does legacy mean to you?
Back here at Nolan Stadium, here in New Deal, Nick Long, Randall Sims, and our video producer, Alex Driggers. Glad to have you with us here on this beautiful, but turning out to be a kind of a chilly Friday night. And Floydada facing a 3rd and 17 at their 22-yard line. Low snap to Glasscock, and he falls on it around the 16-yard line, so Floydada never did get to attempt that 3rd down play, and now it's going to be 4th and in excess of 20 yards needed. And with 1:36 to go here until halftime, New Deal is going to exercise a timeout. And so at halftime, we'll catch up on the stats of this ball game, and then we'll visit with Dr. Gilbert Trevino about the continuing construction of going on of the venues of the softball, baseball, and tennis at the location of the former high school, and see how things are going there. Floydada with a 4th and over 20 needed, and Alvarado's going to be dropped back to his 5-yard line, and see if New Deal comes with a big rush here or anything. And there's not. Low driving kick. Aubrey will field it on the bounce at midfield. Goes to the far sideline and gets to the 45 and is pushed out of bounds close to the 42-yard line of the Whirlwinds. And that's where New Deal will have possession with 1:28 to go here in this first half of play. Well, at the 45 is where they mark it rather than around the 42.
1:28 left to play before halftime. New Deal leading 35-7 over the Whirlwinds.
Patterson standing right at midfield in the shotgun. Play action, looking to his left, now moves to his left, throws deep, looking for Slade Martin or either Aubrey, both of them kind of running a V towards each other right at the goal line. Floydada had 3 defenders back there, and the pass falls incomplete.
Patterson had a long time in the backfield, and I bet he wishes he had that one back. Whenever he let it go, it came out. It was wobbly. It wasn't a pretty pass. I think if he had that one back, I think he could have made a better pass, and it might have been more accurate. But that one came out of his hand weird.
Now he gets underneath the center and hands the ball off to Eaton. Big hole. Flag on the play. Breaks outside inside of the 40, 30, and down near the 20-yard line of the Floydada Whirlwinds. And But the flag came in right here near the 40-yard line. And New Deal quickly going with a no huddle was lining up.
Flag on the play.
Defensive coordinator Anthony Carter for Floydada was standing there pointing near the 40 and said, hold on, there's a flag here.
Yeah, I believe it was holding.
Holding goes against New Deal.
Against New Deal.
Why would a line of that size hold?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just get bored.
Yeah. Thank you. That's right.
Sometimes it's just like, well.
So they step it back to their 45, and now a 2nd and 20 for the New Deal Lions. 1:10 to go into a half. Play action, pass to the right side. Caught by Aubrey. Aubrey at the 45, sidesteps a defender, crosses midfield, and it's going to be pushed out of bounds somewhere close to the 45-yard line.
It'll be a 3rd down and 9 for New Deal.
It's going to be at the 44, it looks to be, in Whirlwind territory.
Yep. 3rd and 9 with 1:04 left to play before half.
That last play covering 11 yards from Patterson to Aubrey. They're at Floydada's 44. Patterson takes the snap, hurdles one defender, gets across the 40, down to the 38-yard line, and is brought down there a little bit shy of a New Deal 1st down at the 38-yard line, and 4th down and about 3 is coming for the Lions. They lead 35-7. We'll be back with their 4th down play right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
What does legacy mean to you? Webster describes it as something to be passed from generation to generation. Plains Land Bank wants to help you finance your legacy. Hi, I'm Ryan Pierce. I'm a loan officer here in our Plainview office. Plains Land Bank is passionate about agriculture and passionate about helping producers be successful. We know that land is more than your livelihood, it's your legacy. Visit plainslandbank.com or come see me, Ryan Pierce, in our office on West 7th Street and see how we can help you own a piece of Texas.
Back here at Nolan Stadium in New Deal. 52 seconds left here until halftime. And New Deal leading 35-7 over the Whirlwinds. And they have a 4th and about 3 situation near the Whirlwinds' 38-yard line. Patterson this time will be in the shotgun. And he gives the ball to Eaton, going around the right corner. 35 gets the 1st down as he steps out of bounds around the 32 or so yard line. And that will give the Lions a new set of downs with 47 seconds to go until intermission.
Eaton is a pretty runner coming out of the backfield. He's running hard, but he doesn't look like it. He's got a smooth stride.
He really does.
That doesn't look like he's giving any effort at all.
He kind of runs like a deer or something, he kind of glides. I agree. Patterson takes the snap, rolling left. He throws, and it is caught inside of the 25-yard line. Slade Martin was the one that hauled in that pass completion. And the New Deal going with a no huddle at the 21 with 40 seconds to go here until half.
It'll be a 2nd down and 10 for New Deal.
So the ball is at Floydada's 22-yard line. Patterson will be in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolling right, wanted to throw. Now it's going to tuck it under and going to be run out of bounds near the 20-yard line. And did a flag come in?
Flag came in
on the play.
Way back in the secondary, but it came in and landed in the backfield. I'm going to say holding. Maybe, I don't know. Speculating here. Something against New Deal. I'm going to say holding.
Okay.
Penalty goes against
So they'll step it off out across the 30.
Stadium announcer didn't know what it was either. Penalty against New Deal.
Second and about 13 for the Lions at the 33, and they came to the line, and then now J.R. Compton is pointing something towards the chain gang. You know, they got that holding, and I don't know, just the size of this offensive line that we've been talking about. Did you see the movie Blindside?
Yep. Michael Orr?
Yeah, when he was called for excessive blocking.
Yeah.
I don't know why that thought kind of entered my mind there, but Michael Orr, he was really massive, wasn't he?
He was. And the question is, well, now they're moving it even further back.
Yeah, across the 35 of Floydada, sets it down at the Whirlwinds 37, and they're going to need to get down to about the 18, I think, yard line. Still second down, and about 19 is what New Deal is going to need.
32 seconds left to play for half.
See what the Lions do here. Wideouts to each side. Patterson dropping back. Throws to the left to Eaton. Catches at the 38. Sidesteps one defender. Still running down to the 20, the 10, and he takes it into the end zone.
Number 14,
and a 37-yard pass completion touchdown, that time from Patterson to Eaton.
And Eaton caught the ball and stiff-armed. I didn't see who the Floydada defender was, but planted him. And then made another neat little move about the 20 and then broke free, and he was cleared to the end zone. But the stiff arm set him free back about the 25-27.
So the kick by Joy is up. It's good. Timeout on the field with our score. The New Deal Lions 42, the Floydada Whirlwinds 7, with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Back right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
Is your home haunted? You can't see it, but it's there. It's called phantom power, and it could be draining your dollars. Think this is off? Think again. Phantom power drains electricity on equipment that's plugged in, sucking up to 10% of your home's energy use. In 1 year, that's enough to buy 150 donuts. Fight the phantoms. Unplug unused devices in the kitchen and bathroom. Plug into power bars with timers or auto shut-off.
An energy-saving message from Floydada Power and Light.
And now, a letter of thanks from Quality Body Shop in Floydada. Thank you, Rear Backup Sensors, for reminding me that I'm about to back into something. And thank you, Backup Camera, for showing me what it was I just hit. Most of all, thank you, customers of Quality Body Shop in Floydada. It's because of you we write these letters of thanks. If you've been in an accident, call Quality Body Shop at 983-5032.
Did you know?
Back here in New Deal, 21 seconds to go until halftime, and
number 18, Jacob
the New Deal Lions just scored on their first pass play of this game from Patterson to Eaton, and have extended their lead to 42-7 over the Whirlwinds. Joy kicks the ball away, and Reyes will field it outside of the 10, brings it across the 20, and near the 27 or so yard line, and that is where the Whirlwinds will have it with 13 seconds to go until halftime.
Down 10 for Floydada.
Well, New Deal's been running, and finally they did something with their passing game, Randall.
Yeah, they, whoops, hang on one second. I've got problems here. Technical issues.
Well, the Whirlwinds coming to the line of scrimmage. Probably 1 or 2 plays before halftime. and they'll just take a knee, and that will be the last play of the first half. So the two teams go to the locker room here at Nolan Stadium in New Deal, and the New Deal Lions holding a 42-7 lead over the Floydada Whirlwinds. We'll be back for halftime right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
You know, almost 65 million American adults have some form of periodontal disease. Did you know people with periodontal disease are 2 times more likely to develop heart disease, and 95% of American adults with diabetes also have periodontal disease? I bet you didn't know regular visits to your dentist are a crucial part of your overall wellness. From routine checkups and cleanings to fillings to full mouth reconstruction, I'm Dr. Thomas Stewart, and we at Floydada Family Dentistry are here to help you protect your health and your smile. Call 983-2975 to make an appointment today.
Texas Plains Federal, your financial family.
Texas Plains Federal Credit Union is here to serve you. Personal service, better rates on loans, and higher return on your money. Go to TexasPlainsFederal.org and find out why member-owned is better. Texas Plains Federal Credit Union, here for all your financial needs.
Texas Plains Federal, come see what we can do. We're just plain Texas, just like you.
Member NCUA.
When it's time to choose who will gin your cotton, you want a gin that will put your needs first. You want Barwise Gin. Owners Chance and Trina Cornelius are proud to offer quick turnarounds and the best seed prices in the area, all with a focus on great personal customer service. Try Barwise Gin and see the difference. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, I'm Chance Cornelius, and we welcome the opportunity to earn your business. Stop by and have a cup of coffee or give us a call at 806-983-2737 to learn about the Barwise difference.
Red Hot buys begin at Ace. It's Fire Safety Month, and start with the First Alert 2.5-pound household fire extinguisher, just $12.99. Pick up a Craftsman tool set and accessories, $19.99. Or for $99.99, get a Craftsman 20-volt lithium-ion battery and charger starter kit, and then it's free, your choice, of a circular saw, jigsaw, or reciprocating saw. Ace Hardware on the Rawls Highway, Floydada, or Olton Road, Plainview.
I'm James with Western Equipment. Listen up, any high school junior and senior, and any parent or grandparent of any high school junior or senior. By your junior and senior year, it's time to start planning for a job. Right now, if you don't know what you want to do, check out the John Deere Ag Tech program through Western Equipment. It's a 2-year program, and afterwards, we guarantee you a solid job at one of our 21 locations in Texas, Oklahoma, or New Mexico. Now is the time. Visit west-equip.com/careers for more information to apply.
The iconic Dixie Dog is open for business, offering delicious burgers, hand-breaded chicken sandwiches, or chicken strip dinners, or their famous Dixie Dogs. You can't go wrong with Dixie Dog. Open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2 for lunch and 5 to 9 for supper, and from 11 to 4 on Saturday. Dixie Dog is there for a quick lunch on the go or to give you a night off in the kitchen. Call 806-983-2222 or go to Dixie Dog at 410 East Houston in Floydada. Want to see the latest weekly specials or a complete menu? Find them on Facebook, Dixie Dog Floydada.
We all love to gather every Friday night and cheer on the Whirlwinds as they fight for victory. And everyone at Pumpkin Pile would like to thank all of the Floydada student athletes, coaches, teachers, staff, and administrators for their hard work and dedication to becoming winners on the field. But more importantly, winners in life. You represent Floydada well and make us all proud to be Whirlwinds. From all of us at Pumpkin Pile, go Whirlwinds!
What makes Floyd
back here at Nolan Stadium, Nick Long, Randall Sims, and our video producer Alex Driggers, where it is halftime, and the New Deal Lions, the number 6 rated team in Class 2A Division I in the state, have a 42-7 lead over the Floydada Whirlwinds. Floydada took the opening kickoff of this game as they won the coin toss, and they moved the ball down, made a couple of first downs, and got into Lion territory and were stopped on downs at the 37-yard line. Well, New Deal wasted no time and scored on their first offensive play with Ledrick Eaton scoring on a 63-yard run. The Whirlwinds went on a 3 and out, and the Lions scored their second TD. This time it was quarterback Harley Patterson scoring on an 11-yard run, and New Deal, with 6:20 to go in the first quarter of play, had upped their lead to 14-0. New Deal would score again in the first quarter, and Kendrick Nelson on a 53-yard run, which is nearly could be a twin of Lyric Eaton. They both stand about 6'3" and weigh about 180. They look almost identical, and Nelson scored on a 53-yard run. New Deal's lead was 21-0. The Lions scored the first time they had the ball in the second quarter, with Slade Martin scoring from 3 yards out, and they scored again on a Patterson keeper, and they had a 35-0 lead. And then Trace Glasscock, after Floydada had recovered a fumble, he connected on an 85-yard scoring strike to Saul Reyes. Reyes, with that 85-yard touchdown run, he also would intercept a pass in the second quarter of play, and he had recovered a fumble earlier in the game. So Saul Reyes has made some big plays for Floydada here in this first half of play. Eaton would score again for the on a pass completion, this time from Patterson, with 22 seconds left until halftime, and led extended their lead to 42-7. But Randall, this New Deal team, I think, pretty much what advertised, and they just get behind that big line, but they've really got some gifted athletes with Patterson, Eaton, and company. And
that's exactly right. And the stats are going to reflect that. Floydada in the first half, 186 yards total offense. They ran 34 plays. Passing, they had 188 yards, and that doesn't make sense unless you look at what the rushing is. They've had -2 yards rushing in the first half. 2 penalties for 20 yards. They've had the ball for 13 minutes, 39 seconds in the first half. 4 first downs. Let's look at individual stats. That'll tell the story. Trace Glasscock, 11 completions on 20 attempts, 188 yards. 85 of them came on that one touchdown that we talked about to Reyes. He has 1 touchdown in the first half. Saul Reyes rushing. He's your leading rusher at the half. 2 attempts, 5 yards. And receiving is also your leading receiver. 7 receptions, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. Philip Rodriguez, 1 completion for 42 yards. So there's the bulk of your yardage for Floydada. Looking at New Deal. 486 yards at the half.
Wow.
35 plays. They've run 1 more play than Floydada. They've had 161 yards passing, 325 yards rushing. 5 penalties for 45 yards. They've lost 2 fumbles, 1 interception. So 3 turnovers for New Deal. Floydada had no turnovers. First downs, New Deal had 18 first downs in the first half. Harley Patterson, the quarterback, 7 for 13, 161 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Lyric Eaton at the half on 11 carries. He's averaging 19.2 yards a carry, 211 yards, 1 touchdown. Kendrick Nelson, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. Harley Patterson, 6 carries, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. Slade Martin, 2 rushes for 11 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving for New Deal, Jordan Aubrey, 3 receptions, 92 yards. Lyric Eaton, 1 reception, 37 yards and a touchdown. Slade Martin, 3 receptions, 32 yards. So a lot of yards for New Deal. They've got almost 500 yards at the half. They've got 300 more yards than Floydada put up in the first half. And looks like they're not going to slow down. They've got no reason to.
Again, what was Eaton's rushing numbers here at half?
211 yards, one touchdown on 11 attempts, 19.2 yards a carry.
Yeah, wow. Outstanding performance by him. Well, the Floydada band just concluding their halftime show. And you look down there, and they're in Halloween type costumes. Of course, Halloween's this weekend.
Yep.
And but pretty laid back. Not in uniforms, but anyway, the way they're dressed.
Yeah, a couple of them are in uniforms, but yeah, most of them are in costumes.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for, Randall. So anyway, well, again, our score at halftime, it's all New Deal as they lead over the Whirlwinds by a score of 42-7. Over the Whirlwinds. Back right after this timeout on 106.1 Flip FM.
Floydada, a collegiate ISD with expanded dual credit courses and the opportunity to begin college classes as freshmen, students can now earn their associate's degree from South Plains College by the time they graduate high school. And with expanded workforce certifications, Whirlwinds of the future will be well trained to face the changing job market of the 21st century. Once again, innovation is helping Floydada Collegiate ISD live up to their motto, dedication to education, committed to excellence. For more information, visit floydadaisd.esc17.net.
It's football season in Floyd County, and there's no better place to catch up on all the gridiron action than FloydCountyRecord.com. The Floyd County Record is your only source for comprehensive coverage of the Floydada Whirlwinds and Lockney Longhorns. Our team works hard to bring you more local sports coverage every day than you get in an entire week elsewhere, and it's all free. Check out the record and get your football fix at FloydCountyRecord.com. That's FloydCountyRecord.com.
Agriculture is more than a job. It's a way of life. When your livelihood is at stake due to the markets or Mother Nature, you need a risk management strategy. Hassiter Insurance Agency and Floydada can provide risk management strategies through their multi-peril, livestock, and crop hail lines. They utilize the latest technology, providing customers instant access to their policies anytime and from any turn row. If you'd like to discuss strategies to protect your operation, call Tim, Tanner, or Callie at 983-2511. Hassiter Insurance, Ag Risk Specialist and Authorized Armtech Agent.
Everybody knows that regular physical activity helps contribute to healthier, longer lives. But did you know that involvement in high school sports delivers a wide array of non-physical benefits as well? People who play competitive sports in high school demonstrate more confidence, leadership, and self-respect. Student athletes manifest stronger peer relationships, higher self-esteem, and have a closer sense of family. McCoy Gin is proud to support Floydada ISD and its student athletes. McCoy Gin, ginning Floyd County cotton since 1925.
Texas means a lot of things. Here at Happy State Bank, we think it can be summed up with one word: community. With roots dating back to 1908 in Happy, Texas, we've grown to 60 locations from the Panhandle to the South Plains, the Hill Country, Dallas-Fort Worth, and in between. You'll find us doing what we do best, serving our communities. With financial offerings you expect, with genuine, know-you-by-name service that leaves our customers smiling. From community to community. Learn more about us at happybank.com, member FDIC.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Call us today at 983-3777 to see if you qualify to save up to 40% on your auto insurance.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Napa is turning up.
Back here at New Deal, as it is halftime here in this District 2-2A Division I game with the number 6 rated New Deal Lions with a commanding lead over the Floydada Whirlwinds of 42-7. Coming into tonight's ball game, New Deal and Sundown were both 3-0 in the district standings. and heading towards a big showdown next week for the district championship. And Sundown was playing Tahoka tonight, who is winless on the season. And the way this game is progressing and with who Sundown is playing, I would anticipate that championship showdown will be taking place next week. And the Hale Center Owls are hosting the Post Bogold Antelopes tonight. There's a three-way tie between Floydada, Hale Center, and Post. And more than likely, Post was the favorite tonight against Hale Center, and the Whirlwinds will conclude the regular season next week against Hale Center, which we would think would be the number 4 seed, a win and end type of game to end the regular season. But Randall, going back to the top, we have seen New Deal and we have seen Sundown. And both of them, the biggest lines in the district. I remember Sundown being about 240 pounds per man. And this unit of New Deal at 260 pounds. What's your thoughts of these two teams that are leading District 2A Division 1?
I'll be honest with you. Both teams with giant lines controlled the game. They controlled it from the get-go. I think Sundown knew who they were, and they ran the ball. They knew exactly what they were going to do. They came out, and they looked more like a complete team. Sundown still, to me, I mean, they're a dominant team, don't get me wrong, but still looks like they're looking for an identity in the passing game. They're trying to force the pass. They can run the ball just fine, and we talked about it earlier. I think you're probably going to have to run the ball if you want to make it deep in a playoff push. I mean, pass the ball if you want to make it deep in a playoff push. But you know, maybe I'm remembering wrong, but Sundown just looked more like a complete team to me than Post. New Deal is completely. I mean, they're a dominant team. It just looks like they're trying to force things on from throwing. And they haven't quite got it figured out yet. And Sundown didn't do that. They knew what they had, and they just went with what they got.
Well, I thought Hunter Tyndall, the quarterback from Sundown, was a very smooth operator.
Yep.
And E.J. Hernandez, I believe, is the running back. And he was really a north-south type of runner. He's not quite as fluid, I don't think, as is Eaton here for New Deal, but he is a very solid running back. Yep. He's definitely in the top 2, maybe, of the running backs that we have seen here in district play. And Sundown won that ball game over Farwell, who is leading the district this district goes out and plays in by district, and they won that 6 overtime marathon.
Yeah.
And then they opened up with that last second win against Post. I don't know. I think Sundowns is a very, very solid team.
If you were going to put, hold my hand over the candle and said, hey, at this point, the second half is yet to come in this game, but I would almost, if I was in Vegas, I wouldn't hesitate putting some sort of wager that Sundown wins that game next week. I mean, against New Deal. I don't know. I think Sundown's a little more, what do you want to call it, grizzled a little bit with their road to where they are right now, with the overtime win and pushing Post to the very end of the game. I think Sundown has an identity of exactly, they know who they are. Looking at New Deal, they're a very competent team. It seems like they're trying to be more than it seems like they're trying to force a passing game.
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
Out of what they're trying. I mean, they can run the ball down anybody's throat. It appears, but they're trying to force a passing game out of what they've got.
Darrell Royal, back in his day when he ruled the Southwest Conference at the University of Texas, he had this famous line that he danced with what brung him here.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what I'm hearing you say about Sundown is they know who they are and they're dancing with what's brung them here.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting matchup next week and see.
And New Deal might blow out Sundown because they have the athletes, but I don't know. Sundown's going to be tough.
If there's anybody that can match up with this Sundown offense, New Deal line, it is Sundown.
I believe you're right.
Well, for Floydada, next week we'll conclude at home with Hale Center, and we'll be playing for the number 4 seed out of the district. And so there is something for the Whirlwinds to be playing for on the end of the regular season next week. Well, both teams are coming back out onto the playing field here, and it's a 42-7 lead by the New Deal Lions, and they will be receiving the opening kickoff here as Floydada won the coin toss to start the game and took the ball offensively in hoping that they could get something going. But anyway, they kept attacking with Floydada's passing game, which Randall pointed out, 188 yards of throwing by Trace Glasscock and in the first half, but it was New Deal stopping the Whirlwind run and just didn't have the balance that did New Deal in that first half of play. And again, Randall, I mean, just been harping on the size, but as Floydada's gathered to go out onto the field, and you look at these guys, they have got so many players in excess of 6 foot and, and just more weight. And honestly, Floydada looks nearly like a junior varsity team up against these guys. I mean, there is no doubt. But the Whirlwinds, like they've done all season long, they've been a scrappy unit. And see how things go here in the second half as they trail 42-7. Well, there is a running clock, and Mendoza kicks the ball away, and it is fielded by New Deal, brings it out across the 30, the 40, and
number 2, Ethan
gets
Brown,
out
return
to about the 45-yard line. Ethan Brown, who is their reserve quarterback, is the one that returned the kickoff for the New Deal Lions.
About a 37-yard return for Brown. He had a big return on the last time he fielded the ball.
47-yard line.
There in the second quarter.
So New Deal comes out. Harley Patterson will get underneath the center and pitches the ball to Eaton. Eaton goes across midfield, evades some defenders, 45-40, and is going to finally be run out of bounds near the 31-yard line, and that's going to be about a 22 or so yard run that time on the first down play. And the New Deal Lions are quickly on Floydada's end of the playing field.
Eaton did it again. He got the ball, went one side, cut all the way back across, went the other way, and never looked like he was even trying. He was just looked like he was jogging. Just a pretty stride out of the backfield.
He really does. 2 receivers wide, play action. Patterson drops back, throws left, and it is caught by Eaton. Eaton coming out of the backfield, gets inside of Floydada's 25-yard line. And a gain of about 6 or so on that play. But they have not moved the marker yet. The ball is down at the 22. Now they...
Yeah, I don't know what... There we go. Huh.
Chain gang got
it down in 2.
Twisted up. Pitch to Eaton. Eaton inside of the 20 of Floydada and gets down to about the 16-yard line.
Brought down by number 5.
And
Noe de los Santos.
So a gain of 6 or 7 yards or so, and the chains move. 1st and 10 for the New Deal Lions, as New Deal is in the red zone of Floydada on the opening drive here of the third quarter of play.
Ball on the 17.
Patterson gave to the second person coming through the line and got down to the 15-yard line. And
tackle it by number 63.
Yeah, he faked me out on that one.
He really did. Whoever that second person, it was not Eaton, the ball carrier.
I think it was Hall, maybe, as he went running off to the sideline. But I'm not sure. I'm not positive.
That'd be number 15.
Yes.
So, ball inside of the 15-yard line of Floydada. Play action. Patterson rolling to his right, looking to the end zone, and it is caught.
Harley
Touchdown.
Pass is complete to number 5, Jordan Aubrey, for the touchdown.
So a 15 or so yard touchdown pass that time from Patterson to Aubrey. And New Deal now with a 48-7 lead with 7:57 to go here in the third quarter of play. New Deal went 53 yards on that scoring drive, and this time they missed the extra point kick. So there is a timeout on the field. With our score, the New Deal Lions 48 and the Floydada Whirlwinds 7. Back right after this timeout on 106.1 Flip FM.
Is turning up the heat on cold weather. Stop by for a Mr. Heater Portable Buddy Indoor Safe Propane Heater, just $74.99. Don't let it freeze. Pick up Peak Full Strength Long Life Antifreeze Coolant, $12.49 a gallon, or Peak 50/50 Long Life Antifreeze Coolant, $10.49 a gallon. And Napa Premium Conventional Motor Oil, $11.99 in the 5-quart jug. Price is good through October at your Napa, Rawls Highway, Floydada.
What's new at TQ? Check this out. The one and only Bacon Ranch Hunger Buster, now for a limited time. For you ranch fanatics, it's your new #1. Pepper Jack lovers, we've got you covered. Add in the crispy bacon that everyone craves, and you've got a flavor combo only DQ can deliver. Oh, and for your sweet tooth, a blizzard of the month that's too good to miss.
DQ, that's what I like about Texas.
In farming,
Back here at New Deal, and the New Deal Lions open up the second half with a 53-yard scoring drive and touchdown pass from Patterson to Aubrey, and they lead 48-7 over Floydada. Here's a kick returned by Alvarado inside of the 10 for the Whirlwinds, across the 20, and gets near the 25-yard line, and that is where Floydada will have it. 1st and 10 at the 25 or 26-yard line. Well, a running clock is currently in progress here in this game. 5:40 to go in the third quarter of play. New Deal had a lead of 42-7 at intermission and had nearly 500 yards of total offense. Hand off around the right side. Alvarado, the ball carrier, across the 30, out to the 40, and picks up first down yardage out to the 42-yard line. So a run that time of nearly 16 yards there by Isaiah Alvarado
Tackle made by number 15
for the Whirlwinds, and their biggest running play of this game tonight.
Gives Floydada positive yardage in the running game now.
Yes. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. And the give to Alvarado going straight ahead, crosses the 45 and gets to the 48-yard line and is brought down after a 6-yard gain at that point.
That last scoring drive by New Deal is just like we were talking right before we come back at half. They threw the ball about 4 times there, Nick, and they just didn't look comfortable throwing it. They look a lot more comfortable running the ball.
They really do. I agree 100%. Here's a give to Alvarado, and Alvarado's going to be caught behind the line this time after picking up runs of 16 and 6 yards, and this time brought down at the 46. And a third down situation now coming for the Whirlwinds. They will need nearly 6 yards here. They will need to get across midfield to the 47-yard line of the Lions.
3:40 left to play here in the third as the clock has not stopped since the kickoff.
Snap to Glasscock. Glasscock throws to the right. It is caught by Jacinto Santos, and he gets the first down and moves it out to down to the 45-yard line of the New Deal Lions. Jacinto Santos, a sophomore, and I think that's the first time this year he's caught a pass. And really one that's been thrown to him.
That was a gutsy one as he caught it and he turned back inside and got decleated and just planted. Yeah, that was a big time play.
Round the left side goes Alvarado with a run play, and he crosses the 45. And, well, got back to the line of scrimmage. That is it. Jacinto on that last play got it down to the 44 on that first down reception from Trace Glasscock.
I thought he had a couple of yards on that carry, but they didn't give him progress on it.
No. Second down and 10 is what the Whirlwinds need here. And they're in Lion territory at the 44-yard line. Handoff, here's Alvarado coming around the right end. He crosses the 40, still running hard, down to the 35 and close to a Floydada first down. Down around the 34-yard line, and the Chains do move, 1st and 10. A 10-yard run that time by Isaiah Alvarado. 1:47 to go in this third quarter of play. A 48-7 New Deal lead over the Whirlwinds. Third time Floydada's moved the ball into Lion territory. Handoff right side, Alvarado mad at the line and no gain. They've gotten into Lion territory 4 times. Of course, one of them was on the big 85-yard scoring pass.
Yep.
But really, this is the third time the offense with the series of downs gets in to New Deal's end of the field.
They gave Alvarado a yard on that last carry, so second and 9 situation on this one down. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter.
2 wide outs to the left and a slot back to the left for the Whirlwinds. And they give the ball off to Javier Santos, trying to get around the left end, and he does. He's crossed the 35, the 30, and close to a first down run down to about the 25-yard line.
Javier Santos, the ball carrier.
And I think he may have made it. Did he?
He got to the 25. They're not going to give him the first down.
Second down and third down and about a yard to go with 20 seconds to go in this third quarter of a play.
Santos will stay in the backfield. Change of pace running back for Floydada.
High snap, gives the ball to Javier Santos, and he is drop behind the line of scrimmage at the 26, and the buzzer sounds, and that will end the third quarter of play. With our score, the New Deal Lions 48 and the Floydada Whirlwinds 7. Back for the fourth quarter of play right after this timeout on 106.1 Flip FM.
Farming, you know that timing is critical to help your crop meet its maximum potential. From planting date to irrigation to timely application of your crop protection products, even a day can make a difference. With a fleet of 3 planes, Probasco Flying Service in Floydada is the first place to call for efficient, timely aerial application of your farm chemicals. For more than 30 years, Probasco Flying Service has served the farmers and ranchers of Floyd and the surrounding counties, and they look forward to continuing that service for another 30 years. Call Probasco Flying Service at 983-2314.
I'm Taylor.
Back here at New Deal, Nick Long and Randall Sims and our video producer, Alex Driggers, as we go to the fourth quarter of play in this District 2-2A Division I game, and the Floydada Whirlwinds trailing to New Deal 48-7. New Deal.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Santos on that last carry lost a yard, but the snap to Glasscock, he mishandled it and bobbled it for a split second, and I think that's what caused. I think it would have been a first down. I think Santos had the momentum and just the mishandling of the ball cost Floydada the first down on that. Now we got a 4th and 3.
And the ball is at about the 27-yard line. Quick pitch left side, Alvarado. And Alvarado gets down near the 20-yard line and picks up first down yardage to start the fourth quarter of play here. So the Whirlwinds trying to do something positive here before the conclusion of this game. I mean, they've had some positive things. The 85-yard touchdown strike to Saul Reyes, and a couple of interceptions they have made here tonight, and are fumble recoveries and an interception.
They had a big completion to, who was the other one? Philip Rodriguez, a 42-yard completion.
Absolutely.
That got him into the...
Here's a high arcing pass into the end zone, and almost was hauled in. And in the corner of the end zone by Aiden Trevino, I think, was the intended receiver.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for Floydada.
Or was it?
It's 11 out there.
Yeah, that's Rodriguez.
But it went off his hands and his helmet. Just couldn't get it in.
So 2nd and 10, Floydada. Just outside of the 20 of New Deal. Handoff to Javier Santos going around the right corner. Gets inside of the 20, 15, and fights hard for about 6 or so yards on that carry.
Ball down number 50, Tyler Dorcas.
And a 3rd and 4 now coming up for the Whirlwinds.
Ball spotted on. What's that spotted on? We've got a player down. Ball's going to be on the inside the 15, about the 14. So timeout on the field.
And we'll take a break with them also. With our he's up.
We're up. It's hard to tell. It's hard to gauge. And everybody's fine.
So Santos, I believe, was the one shaking up, wasn't he?
Yeah, now he's running off the field, and that's encouraging. Santos has come into the game here, and I know it's in garbage time almost, but he has performed very well. I mean, he's been a change of pace, kind of a change of speed back for Floydada, but he's done a really positive thing, and that's what you want to do as a younger player: create opportunities with the opportunities you have
when you get your chance.
Yep.
Here's a handoff left side, and the ball carrier Alvarado down near the 10-yard line, and is brought down at that point. And now 4th down and a yard is what the scoreboard is showing here, with 9:17 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Floydada down by 41 points here. And just outside of the 10-yard line to Glasscock. Passes to the left side, and it's hauled in by Saul Reyes, and Reyes gets down somewhere close to the 2 or 3 yard line before he stepped out of bounds, and a first and goal now for Floydada.
And he's fortunate there as he extended the ball out trying to break the barrier, the pylon, and it was knocked out of his hands, but fortunately it was out of bounds, wasn't in the field of play, but a great effort. Ball down at about the 3 is where they're going to call it on the scoreboard.
So here comes Floydada to the line of scrimmage. Glasscock will be in the shotgun. Alvarado will be the lone running back. And they give the ball to Isaiah Alvarado going to the left side, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. As the Floydada Whirlwinds here, this drive that started in the third quarter of play, and a 13-play scoring drive that they went 74 yards, and Isaiah Alvarado getting the final 3 yards on the run, and Floydada now trails 48-14, and before the extra point, there is a timeout here, and so Floydada deciding what they're going to do here on this extra point. And
yeah, even more importantly, Floydada overcame, I know, 2 fourth downs on that drive, and to keep the drive alive and go down and score. So that's encouraging for the Whirlwinds, especially against this New Deal team.
A 13-play scoring drive, and Floydada getting their second score of the ball game. The other one was on a 85-yard touchdown pass from Glasscock to Reyes in the first half. Floydada is going to go for 2 here, and Alvarado will be in the Wildcat as the running back. He takes the snap and keeps running to the right side, and he just gets into the end zone. Andres Mendoza on the run. And
no, it was Alvarado. Number 9.
It was 9?
Yeah, Mendoza went the other way. He was the fake.
Okay, I thought that Mendoza had it the whole way, but it was Alvarado that who also scored on the touchdown run, got the 2-point play, and our scores 48-15 in favor of the New Deal Lions. Back right after this timeout on 106.1 Flip FM.
I'm Taylor Sue with Going and Going Insurance. I was born in Floydada, raised in Floydada, and I'm thankful to be able to do business in Floydada. Going and Going was established in 1926 and will be here for years to come. I've got an arsenal of insurance carriers to make sure that you get the coverage you need at the right price. We take pride in offering great customer service and want to make sure that your insurance dollars go further. Call us in Floydada, Health Center, and Petersburg. For all your insurance needs, get going.
Back here at Nolan Stadium, 6 minutes, 36 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play, and the Floydada Whirlwinds just went 76 yards or 74 yards in 13 plays, and Isaiah Alvarado scoring on a 3-yard run for the Whirlwinds. Deep kick, and it's going to be fielded by Eaton back around inside of the 10 and brings it out across the 20 to the 25-yard line, and that is where New Deal will have possession as the running clock continues here with the New Deal Lions with a lead of 48-15.
If you're looking at another positive to have to take away from this, Leo Mendoza, we've seen him kick a field goal. He's been the extra PAT kicker. He's had kickoff duties tonight. He's done a really good job with it. First time we've seen him do kickoffs.
Yes. He's going to really be something bright for the future. Here's a handoff to Martin, the ball carrier, and crosses the 30 out to the 40 and to the 42-yard line. And picked up about 15 or 16 or so yards on that carry.
They said that was Terrence Johnson is who they said that was, number
Johnson,
3.
I thought it. Oh, okay. I thought it was.
That's what the stadium
Slade
announcer
Martin.
just said. Yeah, I thought he looked like him too, but the stadium announcer
just said it.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, first down for the New Deal Lions. Eric Brown is in at, Ethan Brown is in at quarterback. Patterson done. And the give there, again this time, is Johnson. And Johnson gets a few yards to around the 45-yard line.
maybe 2 yards.
Taking down an 8 for New Deal.
Clock rolling, 4:20 to go in this ball game. Next week, New Deal will play Sundown for the district championship, and Floydada more than likely will be in a win-and-in situation for the 4th seed out of this district with the Hale Center Owls, depending on how Hale Center did tonight against Post.
And if Post can beat Tahoka.
That's a big if, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's a give to the New Deal ball carrier, Johnson again, and he gets it across midfield to the 49-yard line. Of course, you can get all of these scores not only from 2A Division I, but all across Region 1 with the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard that will be following our broadcast, and they'll be starting at 9:30 right here on 106.1 Flip FM. Brown in the shotgun for New Deal. Gives the ball to Johnson, and he's caught and tackled in the backfield.
Terrence Johnson, ball carrier.
That time by Jacinto.
Brought down by number 55, De Los Santos.
Going to lose a yard.
Ball's right at the 50-yard line. Less than 3 minutes now remains in this game.
So do you go for it here? I'm just joking. They're going to go for it. Maybe. Nope. They're going to go for it.
4th and 3. I feel just to try to run out the clock here after making the first down. And Brown on a keeper around the right end. 45 gets the first down as he crosses the 40 of the Whirlwinds.
Ethan Brown, the ball carrier.
And then a late flag comes in after making the first down run.
And that may come in against Floydada. He was down. Brown was down. And he put the ball on the ground. Then Floydada went in trying to, grab it. Well, nope. They're going to call personal foul against
New Deal.
New Deal. Okay. Well, what do I know?
Against New Deal.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay. It goes all the way
Somebody
back.
said something they shouldn't have said.
To the 42?
Back to the 47.
7, sorry.
Yeah, 47 on New Deal's end of the field.
Well, it looked like he was going to walk off some more there for a second.
I was wondering what he was going to do. So here comes now Patterson is back in the ball game at quarterback with 1:15 to go here, and he'll take the snap and run the victory play. So it's evident that Brown was the quarterback that made that first down run for New Deal. Got the unsportsmanship-like conduct call. Clock running, 50 seconds to go in this game. Patterson again takes the snap, and they were kind of quick in taking that.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have to run the victory play one more time. The clock rolling with 33 seconds to go in the game. And the clock continues to roll. And I think they're going to let it. Well, the play clock is showing 34 seconds in the clock on the stadium, so it's all going to be.
Yeah, it's academic.
It's all academic, and it's going to be all over. And the New Deal Lions are going to take a 48-15 win over the Floydada Whirlwinds here tonight on senior night at Nolan Stadium. We'll take a break here and be back for the wrap of this broadcast right after this on 106.1 Flip FM.
I'm Taylor Sue with Going and Going Insurance. I was born in Floydada, raised in Floydada, and I'm thankful to be able to do business in Floydada. Going and Going was established in 1926 and will be here for years to come. I've got an arsenal of insurance carriers to make sure that you get the coverage you need at the right price. We take pride in offering great customer service and want to make sure that your insurance dollars go further. Call us in Floydada, Health Center, and Petersburg. For all your insurance needs, get going.
In West Texas, it's cotton that clothes our children, feeds our families, and drives our economy. Whether you're a first-year farmer or you've been in the business for years, when it comes to ginning your cotton, you need reliability, timely service, and experience. Since 1972, Floydada Co-op Gin has remained a leader in the field of agriculture and continues to provide the service you've come to expect from a leader. Floydada Co-op Gin, leading the way when it comes.
Floydada High School Band playing the school song here at Nolan Stadium in New Deal, where we have just seen the Whirlwinds fall to the number 6 rated team, the New Deal Lions, by a final score of 48-15. The big story of this game tonight, starting with that big offensive line of New Deal and the fact of how the Lions, to me, ran the ball. And Randall and I discussed all of this at halftime, and Larry Keaton really did a fine job of running for the New Deal Lions here tonight. He scored on the first their first offensive play of the game to set the tone. New Deal led 21-0 at the end of the first quarter, extended it to 42-7 in the second. Floydada got their only score on an 85-yard touchdown pass from Trace Glasscock to Saul Reyes. New Deal came out in the third quarter with a running clock. They scored on their opening possession and went up 48-7, and then Floydada executed a 13-play, 74-yard drive that went into the fourth quarter, and Alvarado scored on a 3-yard run. Well, let's look at the final numbers of this, Randall. Floydada definitely fighting an uphill battle here coming in tonight against New Deal.
And that's exactly what they did. At the half, New Deal had 486 yards, something like that.
Yes, 486 at half.
They ended the game with 575. Floydada with 260 total offense. Passing-wise, Floydada with 206 yards. Rushing, they did better in the second half. They had 54 yards rushing. They had -2 at the half. 206 yards receiving, 10 first downs. Trace Glasscock in the night. 13 for 23 for 206 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Alvarado, 18 rushes for 44 yards and a touchdown. Saul Reyes, 8 receptions, 142 yards. He had that 85-yard touchdown reception in the first half. He had the touchdown to go along with that. He was the bright spot for Floydada on the night. He was Johnny on the spot there a lot tonight. A lot of touches. New Deal, like I said, 575 yards, 393 yards rushing, almost 400 yards rushing, 182 yards passing. Controlled the ball. They had the ball 3 minutes less than Floydada, but had 22 first downs. They had 12 more first downs than the Whirlwinds. Harley Patterson, 9 completions, 15 attempts for 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Larrick Eaton, the big running back for New Deal, 13 attempts, 239 yards, 1 touchdown. He dropped his average down during the second half. He only had 18.4 yards per carry. That is incredible. Jordan Aubrey, the leading receiver for New Deal, he had 4 receptions, 105 yards, 1 touchdown. Eric Layton had 2 receptions for 45 yards and a touchdown. So all around, it was Eric Layton's show tonight. Larrick. Yeah, Larrick Eaton. Yeah, I said it right. Yeah, I got confused.
Larrick.
Yeah.
Very unique name.
Yep.
I have never run across that name.
Yeah, he had a big night all the way around. That's a lot of yards. That's almost 300 yards just on him. Wow.
He is a good-looking running back. Well, depending on what else played out across the district tonight, we're anticipating it will be the district championship showdown next week with Sundown and New Deal. And Sundown will have a 7-2 season record, and New Deal will be 8-1. For Floydada, then they'll conclude the regular season next week at home against the Hale Center Owls, and depending how things went with Post tonight, if Post was victorious, Floydada and Hale Center will be playing for a winning in as the number 4 seed out of District 2A Division 1. Appreciate you listening to us here tonight on 106.1 and or watching our video broadcast. Done a great job as always by Alex Driggers. And Randall, it's on to the season finale, and we'll be there next Friday when Hale Center comes calling at Charles Tire Stadium. Until then, everybody have yourself a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week with more Whirlwind football. Stay tuned for the West Texas Friday Night Scoreboard coming up at 9:30 here on 106.1 Flip FM.